Hello. We are going to walk through the McKees observation, the McKees apartment, and the McKees evidence review. The McKees observation has a couple things I think that are time sensitive, but I think it's really only one or two. And it's got a few observations, some of which are secondaries for the achievement, and some which I believe are the bios, character bios. And one which will be for one of the achievements is the shoe achievement. So let's begin. And whoops, I actually want to go to continue.
I've been sitting watching my neighbors on and off for hours, but I've seen nothing of any use for my evidence board. Tony Morgan suggested that the McKees were acting strangely around Charlotte May. I heard Theodore return home earlier this evening, but didn't manage to get a glimpse. Charlotte May is counting on me to find her, but so far I've drawn a blank. Perhaps the McKees are innocent. Only time will tell.
Alright, we'll take our first picture.
Annabelle and Theodore seemed normal enough when we spoke last night. By their account, they didn't see much at all. Why would Mr. Morgan ask me to watch them?
He will leave from
Theodore
here if you don't take
appears
this
to be
picture.
waiting for her. He seems quite eager to talk.
That's another time-sensitive one.
Theodore looks unhappy about I don't know what. He's pacing back and forth. It seems heated.
So while they're in there, eventually she's going to come back out here. And the story won't move along until you take a picture of her looking at something.
I still have no idea what the problem is. Perhaps this is what Mr. Morgan was talking about.
So she's going to come in here. And then she's not really going to do anything until you take a picture of her. I think this is the part. Well, maybe it's when she steps back. So don't think she does anything until you take this picture. So right now is a good spot to stop and wait. One of the first observations that's secondary is right below her. Right here, this bloody drain.
I'm not zoomed in enough to see.
Zoom in further.
Is that blood? It's draining from their pantry.
Right? Another thing is up here. So where she walked in, above here, there's this note on here.
He's evicting one of my neighbors. It's not related to the McKees.
If you do it earlier and not wait for the scenes that you just did, he might be standing there and you've got to wait for him to move. Levy. Then you want to take a picture of Charlotte May's bedroom.
Charlotte May's bedroom. Could someone have been watching her?
Yes. This eviction notice in this Charlotte May's bedroom is a secondary observation. Then you're also going to take a picture of Tony Morgan. Is a secondary observation, I think.
Mr. Morgan is writing missing posters by
Or
hand.
it's a bio. Not sure.
He's been there all evening.
You want to take a picture of these flowers in front of his house. That's a secondary observation.
People are leaving flowers on Mr. Morgan's doorstep as if Charlotte May's already dead.
Up from the flowers, there's a window. It's kind of hard to see back here, but you'll get this yellow. And what you're looking for is this pot with this flower pot in the window.
There's a key taped to a plant pot outside Harold Levy's flat. Good to know.
That's a secondary observation. Another secondary observation is right here. So just to the left of that window, you're looking in Harold Levy's house, and you're taking a picture of these papers on this table.
Fresh eviction notices.
Then to the left of that, there's this shoe on top here. This is a shoe for the one achievement.
It's too far away. I'll have
I'll
to
get
zoom
closer
in.
to it.
Why on earth is there a shoe on Harold Levy's roof? Wonders never cease.
All right. Then what we're going to do is somewhere around here, it turns yellow, but you're too far away. In the very first intro observation, there was a little police section here that had Tony Morgan's blood. That's what you're taking a picture of, because that's a secondary observation.
It looks as though the police have cleaned the bloodstain from the floor where Tony Morgan was lying.
And then you can look for other things, but I think that's it. Yeah, we can't really get anything else here. So then we can move on with the story. So she's still sitting here. We're going to take a picture as we've gotten all of the other observations done.
And now, Annabelle has seen something just out of my view. Whatever it is, she's horrified by it. What on earth is it? What are you thinking, Annabelle? What can you see?
You won't go any further until you take a picture of her with the knife.
She's got a knife. Oh, Jesus, she's going to... No. She wants Theo to use it.
You look real closely right here, you can see there's a stamp right there. We'll eventually get that.
He doesn't know which one to use. Theo, don't do it. Whatever it is, take pause of yourself.
I think we're all done with the pictures. It's just going to be scenes. You can take as many extra pictures as you want. Oh, nope, I lied. Haha! I just wasn't up high enough.
Theo, talking to? Is that a practice swing? Dear God. What have I just witnessed? Some time has passed since I saw Theo hit something with a mallet. I didn't actually see anything. No proof. I have no evidence at all. Annabelle is back at the door.
Okay, hurry. Go. Go!
What in God's name?
Shit.
What are you doing?
Well, if you would help me.
I'm not touching that thing.
That thing was your idea.
My idea.
Oh, no.
Christ. Get it out of here.
What the hell do you think I'm doing?
Hurry up! Mr. Morgan.
Hello, Annabelle.
Lovely evening.
Yes, I suppose so. Please, if you don't mind, I have something...
It's just all so sad, isn't it?
Please, I really do need to be going.
I'm so sorry, of course.
It's fine, Annabelle.
If there's anything I can do, you won't hesitate to ask?
Damn it, what should I do? Catherine asked me not to get involved. But this... It's not over until it's over. I think I need to pay the McKees a personal call.
And never forget, it goes to black. Yep. So you don't have to exit the scene. It just goes to black, and then you'll be going into the next section. So that was the McKees observation, and then this will be the investigation part.
I've barely slept at all. I can't fully explain what I observed last night, and I can't shake the image of Charlotte May in the McKees pantry, lying there, helpless.
Alright, so we're gonna look around and we're gonna touch everything. Anytime there's a speech bubble.
When Charlotte May is found, I need to take another holiday. Catherine would love to see Pinwheel again, I'm sure. I thought the days of me developing reel after reel of film were behind me. I almost miss it, bar the mess.
There's a lovely book. Just remember to pick up anything that shows that you want to pick it up. Sometimes it'll give you an observation or a bio.
Seems like a lifetime ago. Look at me now.
Some things are just fun because they made a lot of little things that you can pick up.
My old case files. Some I'd rather forget. The police are searching out in Riverport. They haven't seen what I have, and it's too soon to involve them. What if I'm wrong?
Yeah, you haven't really seen anything.
I miss you, old friends.
So this is our developing room. Again, you can hold and turn the water on if you want. There's no need.
Oh, these are developing nicely. All set up and ready to go. Now, to gather some evidence from the McKees.
Yeah, we'll get there. See, they did a really good job making all these, and it's kind of fun to look at them all. Getting over here. And you can turn the faucet on if you really want. But nothing else really of interest in here. Leave the room.
I'll need my bag if I'm going to gather any real evidence.
So if we look at our thing, our objective is to dig out our investigation tools. And you can see the exclamation or the asterisks on Annabelle and Theo. Those are bios that we've uncovered so far.
She's worked so hard to get where she is.
Use book. Oh. Come on. There we go. Something really of interest here. I think we need to go into the evidence room.
It's not much to go on as of yet. I'll see to that.
The start of his thing. Did I miss an X? I did. I missed this X. Oh, fine. Look at the brooch if you want. Down below here is where his camera or his bag is.
Now,
Bag.
to find out what the McKees were doing in that pantry.
Stop. Now I need to gain entry and explore the pantry. And I think we've already looked at everything else that's in here. That just lets us look outside. It's not. Alright. Alright, so now we're gonna leave. Go down. Elevator, hit the button.
If the McKees really did kill Charlotte May last night, then there must be some evidence left in their pantry.
So when I first did this game, I went directly down this hallway. I completely missed this stamp. But if you go towards the exit, there's this board right here you can look at if you wanted to see things. And get this little
Theo
thing.
joined the search 2 nights ago. Well, he could have been covering his own back.
So if you click on something to read, and it'll show up like this. And then you can click on it if it's a speech bubble, because you can't see it here. Hold on a moment. Okay. Then over here by the door, which you would think that's where you're going, is this board of like where everybody lives. So you can see where everybody lives, and right down here, you see, what is this? This is our next stamp. If you can click on it, there we go. And then you can take it. And then if you look for the McKees right here, there'll be a speech bubble.
The McKees live at number 8 on this floor.
It tells you how to get there. So we want flats 4 through 8 on this floor. There's a sign that says 4 through 8. We're going to 8. We're going to go this way. 5 through 8.
I wonder if there's anything left to find at all. What if I'm too late? Bleach. The McKees have been busy.
You can, if you want, look around here, but I don't think there's anything here to look around. So, you don't even have to come over here, but I figured I'd show you anyway.
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. McKee. We spoke a few days ago.
Yes, please call me Annabelle.
Annabelle, of course. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get around to you.
That's fine. I'm sorry, how is it I can help, Mr. Conway?
Well, it's all a bit sensitive, I'm afraid. I wondered if I might have a word in private, if you would.
Well,
Mrs. McKee, Annabelle, I'd rather not state my purpose out here in the hallway where any one of your neighbors might be listening. Wouldn't you agree?
Of course. Why don't you step inside for a moment?
Excellent idea. I promise not to take up too much of your time. I'm sure you have your hands full.
So, what's the purpose of all this, Mr. Conway? I hope it's not about what we... Well, why don't you get to it?
Of course. Well, it's actually quite simple. I'm sure you've heard that I was once a private investigator. Well, nonetheless, Mr. Morgan has asked me if I would look into everyone who knew Charlotte May.
I see. And so you've come to look at us?
Look, let me be straight. I've been an investigator my entire life, and I have a sense about people, you might say.
Is that so?
I don't think you or your husband have anything to hide. In fact, this might be a waste of time altogether, but I think it would put Mr. Morgan's mind at ease if I ask some basic questions anyway. What do you say?
Well, however we can help. As long as it's not too long is all.
Oh, no, of course not. All I need you to do is tell me, in your own words, what you did on the night that Charlotte May was taken.
Right. But I thought you...
Before you begin, I'm sorry to ask, but would you mind if I used your lavatory?
No, not at all. It's right behind you.
Thank you. And please, Annabelle, You look worried. I'm sure you had nothing to do with it.
Sneaky little devil.
She's lying. It's written all over her. Time to find out why.
So you can come in, you can flush the toilet if you wanted. We're going to look for some evidence before we do that. So go here. You're going to pick this up and open it up. And then you can take a picture of it.
It's a doctor's note addressed to Annabelle.
And then you can look through it and see what needs to be talked about.
She was experiencing some pain. She was expecting a baby, but no longer is.
Sometimes if you don't do it that way and you just like run your cursor over the letter, you'll be able to find it. Or sometimes I find just adjusting the letter in a certain way will give me the speech bubble I'm looking for. Now I'm going to go in here. We're going to open
Now
the
what do we
door.
have here?
We're being the sneaky little person that we want to be.
Mr. Conway? Can I offer you a cup of tea?
Yes, 3 sugars. I thought she'd never leave.
So you could pick things up and look at them. I think it's fun they did the soaps. If there's anything behind any of these soaps. But one of these things you pick up, or a couple of them, will move when you put them back down. So you can see that there's this on the table underneath this. So when you put it back down, it moves. You can see it. And then you can pick this up and take a picture
A
of
tram
this.
ticket. It's Annabelle's. The night that Charlotte May went missing. The destination is out of town. And it hasn't been stamped.
Yeah, so we looked, we got everything that we saw.
Annabelle clearly didn't use this tram ticket.
Got some air freshener. Oh. I don't think it matters, but I like closing the doors when I can. And if you want, you can look at the sink again, but you know, whatever. And then we're gonna use the bathroom. Oh, and we can wash our hands if we want. Ta-da! Washing our hands. Turning off the water. And then we're leaving the room.
I apologize. Where were we? Ah, yes. You were going to tell me what you were doing on the night that Charlotte May was taken.
I've been thinking about it, and there's not much to say.
Literally anything would help.
Well, I remember it clearly. I think everyone here knows exactly where they were. It was so shocking. I'd made Theo his tea in the afternoon at about 3 and wrapped it up for him to have later. He was working all day over at Levy's garage and performing later that night. I went to the shops at some point, I think. I didn't see Charlotte May at all that day, and I was out of town for most of the night. I think the last time I saw her was on the Wednesday. She was playing outside between her homeschooling, as I recall.
I'll stop you there if you don't mind. It's an interesting point you make about not seeing her that day. However, I think it would be more beneficial to talk about what you and your husband are doing whilst Charlotte May was being taken.
Right. I see. What time was that?
You don't remember clearly. I was sitting in my flat at the time. 10 o'clock is when I first noticed something was happening. I had a good view from my window. I imagine you'd have a good view from your kitchen window also. Perhaps even your pantry.
Actually, Mr. Conway, I'm sorry. I feel awfully uncomfortable talking about this without Theo here. I think it's best I don't answer anything he might object to.
You're right. I completely agree. He usually takes his break around now, does he not?
Perhaps.
Would it be possible for you to go and get him so that we might continue the conversation?
I don't think that's a good idea, Mr. Conway. In fact, I think I'd feel better if we ended the conversation here, if it's all the same to you.
No, you're right. If you don't feel it appropriate, then best not to bother him.
Thank you.
I was hoping to clear it all up today, you see. I'd hate to have to bother you tomorrow or the day after, or even the day after that. It's not in my character to be a nuisance. However, I did promise Mr. Morgan. Perhaps I'll return later on.
Wait. If it's not going to take too long, I could fetch him now, and we could resolve the matter.
Mrs. McKee, if you would do that for me, it would put Mr. Morgan's mind at ease, I'm sure of it.
Christ. Okay, well, I think it's best you come with me.
I fear I'd only slow you down. The stairs, you see. No, I'll wait here for your return.
Fine, just wait here.
Now that you're gone, I'm going to rummage through your things.
Now, to get that key down.
Alright, first we'll do that.
It's moving. Almost there.
With the controller, I feel like it's awkward.
Come on.
I feel like you're gonna break the cabinet. My goodness.
Well, that was easier than I thought.
That wasn't forever. Pantry key, then we're gonna go pantry.
Charlotte, were you in here? Give me something.
You can put the blinds if you want, but we're gonna put the blinds back down. Well, I gotta be able to get the screws out. And I don't have anything to do that with yet. Isn't that nice? They did such a fun job with all the vegetables and stuff they made. There really isn't much here to look at. You're looking for a screwdriver. Certain things you'll be able to take. If there's anything you need to take, you should take it. Good baguette. Apple. You did a fantastic job.
They have an allotment. Good idea.
Jar of pickles. I think that's peas. Pickled eggs. Green beans. More green beans. Ah, I don't even know. Fish scales. Spinach. Everything else is just there. Anchovies. Potatoes. Bacon kidney in a can. Come in a can. Paper pudding. And after we downtown. Alright, anyway, back to what we're doing. Okay. This bottle of bleach we want to take a picture of.
Looks as though they scrubbed the place clean last night.
Search it for any sort of things to talk about. It moved out of the way, and you can find the screwdriver back here. Take. I just saw that speech bubble. There it is.
Nothing useful.
There we go. Alright. I don't think there's anything here. I'm not sure what this is. Ooh, wait, what's this? Ooh, it's a hammer. I'm gonna take it anyway. But those are the things I'm like, there's certain things that you'll pick up that he'll talk about, or
It's well stocked.
like a carrot. Alright. So now we can go back here and use our screwdriver.
Please let me be wrong. Bleached head to toe. I'm too late. There's nothing left to see.
Unfortunately, you can't put the screws back in place. Oh darn. So, I have some things. Alright, get out of here.
Oh, they're not back yet. Then there's still time to search the flat.
Magazine. I don't think it has anything on it. Need. You can come over here. And I don't think there's anything here. Go over to the sink if we remember right here. I think we've got to get closer.
The police are still here. I hope Catherine doesn't see me like this.
You mean breaking and entering?
Annabelle was holding this last night. It doesn't look as though they used it.
I don't think there's anything here.
She never did make me that cup of tea.
Paper?
A rug has been steam cleaned, the same one they carried out last night. The dates don't match up. Red wine. Or blood, perhaps.
Okay, nothing else. Trying to get stamp. Stamp. And there is our third stamp. Now we should search the flat. We've done those. And then we've got 3 stamps. Okay, next up, we're going to look at this calendar. And this calendar's got a bunch of things to talk about on it.
Shirley and Annabelle are very close. They meet every week. I have no idea what that is. Theo is a performer. The sooner rationing ends, the better. The war ended 9 bloody years ago. Lovely.
Okay. We can't get into this room right here yet. Where is that person? Sometimes I feel like the camera angles are a little funny.
I wonder what was last written on this notepad.
We will figure it out.
Annabelle was spraying this as we talked. Hiding a smell in the pantry, no doubt.
Okay. I don't think there's anything here. Just the door. We'll come back to the door later. There's a point to the grandfather clock in this one. Go forward.
There's a note in the fireplace. I can't get it out with my bare hands. Annabelle was fiddling with things on here. Most likely guilt and nervousness.
We could pick any of that up.
Nothing interesting.
That's the bathroom, so we don't need to go in there. And here's our next stamp. So next to the bathroom, next to the green chair, is a little table. And the stamp right there on the table. Okay. And then this table, we're going to pick up this book. And we're going to snag this pencil. And then we're going to look at this book. And it just says that she's done some things she's not proud of and that she's having a fight with her sister. Alright. And then you can put the puzzle together.
I can't stand to see an incomplete picture.
Fabulous. Alright. Now we'll go into the other room. We can't go into that room because it's locked. Oh, no, we gotta go. We got the pencil. I can't remember if we used the pencil or if we got a... See, is it the pencil we used? Yep. So you're gonna use the pencil and you're just gonna try to get as much of this taken care of as possible. Code. I don't think you have to be perfect.
Now that's something. Oh, there's no date. I can't link it to the kidnapping.
We did that, we did that. All right. And we just leave it there for our people to, yes, unread entries. It bothers me when I have things pop up like that. Oh, cello case is right there. Get into it. We've got to click on here. And then if you hit your menu, you can see where it says, I have found code for the cello case, 1932. 1932, and it'll automatically
Bingo.
open. There's a letter. We're going to take a picture.
Theo has a sister back home somewhere. So Theo's family need money for medicines.
And I think everything. All right. And I don't think there's anything else in the cello case that we need. So you can close the cello case back up. The sheet music. Sweetness had to die.
He's feeling a lot of guilt. Sweetness had to die. Is this a confession? Oh, there's nothing specific at all. It's not evidence without context.
That's right. All right. Ah, yes, the fire poker. We're gonna take the fire poker. We're going to use the fire poker. Nothing in it, but we'll go use it on the other side. We'll do that in a minute. I'm going to take this interrupted vinyl.
Theo's room, no doubt.
And here you can put the interrupted vinyl on here. You can expect it. Use it, put it on there, and we'll spin it.
No, my baby don't care for me. Just because she says she do. If my baby really cared for me, she wouldn't leave me feeling blue.
Theo,
Ah,
where have the pencils gone?
Annabelle, you can't hear I'm recording.
Sorry, I don't know the difference. You know that.
Well, check next time. These vinyls are too expensive to waste.
Theo, all I want is a pencil.
Try the living room.
Well, why would you even leave it in there?
Oh, God, Lord. I'm going to have to start this whole thing over again.
Cute. Pick it back up. And now we have more things for Theo. Go around. There are these wood carvings. They're just to look at. Here's another vinyl that we can take and play. You can take the bow, though I don't think you do anything with it. You can beat on the drum. And then there's another. There we go. Not sure if there's any music on this or not. I think it's the same thing if you don't use the bow. But whatever. Alright.
Locked. How does one open a piano front? He's a slob. Something's blocking these keys from the other side.
So here, this took me a while to figure out. So you want to look on each side of the piano, because I didn't know how to open up one of these. If you look to the right side, you'll see this pin, and you got to push the pin in. Then you got to look to the left side, not the wind chime, the left side. There's a hole, and you could push the pencil in there. And then this will open up, and you can see your clue.
45 pounds. If I were a lesser man, I'd take it and live comfortably for the rest of the year. There's no way Theo's boss pays him this much.
And I always put that back. And press the wind chime. When I first played it, I didn't realize the wind chime was there. And I kept hitting it as I rolled past it. Like that. I'm like, what is that noise? Is it like an indicator of I need to do something at that time? That's what I thought it was. Alright, so we're going to go over here. We're going to use the fire poker. And we're going to get this letter.
Seems to be a list of medicines.
Annabelle, it's Shirley.
Damn. It's
Are you
Annabelle's sister.
Look, if you're in there, I want to say sorry about the other night. Are you there? I love you, Annie. You know that, don't you? Everything I say, I say it because I want to protect you. Anyway, I'm posting the key back through the door. I love you.
Alright, we can get the key. So we're going to use the key on this door. The door is locked right now, but you can do with the key.
I'm not getting in there without a key.
Now we just picked up some keys, and there are 3 keys on it. And when you go to use it, it's going to say which, oh, sorry, 4 keys. Which one do you want to use? Whichever one you use, you want to remember, because eventually you're going to come back out of this room, and you're going to have to lock the room back up. There will be a timed thing. So just remember which key it is. So pick a key, try it. Incorrect key. Incorrect key. So key 3. Gotta remember key 3.
You can tell a lot about a person from their bedroom. This is clearly Annabelle's space.
And we want to make sure we pick up the perfume.
Blue mist. Looks brand new.
Because it helps with the bio entry, as you just saw. So make sure you pick up everything that's in here. I think it's mainly just the blue mist one, but
Expensive lipsticks. Surely Theo's wage can't pay for all this.
You can open this up, but I don't think there's anything you need to do with it. I can't open the box. No, and then there's this drawer. Letter. Secret. So obviously she has a secret. I don't think there's anything else in the drawer you need to pick up. We need to find a lock to get into here. There's the music box. And an earring. We'll see later. An inscription.
Shirley and Annabelle are close sisters. I don't know what they're currently arguing about, but they seem to love each other very much. It needs something to wind it.
We'll have to find something to wind it with. And then we're going to go into the bathroom.
Absolutely spotless. You'd never even know a mechanic lived here.
Yay!
Annabelle is obsessed with cleaning.
Toothpaste. Toothbrush. Cabinet. We're going to move the door over. We're going to pick up this bleach. Take a picture
More
of it.
bleach.
And then when we look, it says shake the bottle.
I spoke too soon. What on earth is inside?
You gotta turn it to its side to open the lid. And then you gotta rotate it so you can get this out of it. And then you're done with the bottle.
Smells fresh. Oh, the whole place is clean.
Because she's a clean freak. Leave the bathroom. And we're gonna go here and use the winder. And this little compartment opens. And you can get this note.
Is Annabelle having an affair?
And then I hope you enjoyed the blue mist. Call me at 3283.
This might be useful.
It's on the other side, but because when you do read, it does both sides, but it's on the back side. And then that is thing. Alright. She's totally gonna know we've been in here, but whatever. 3283, I think, right? 3283. Oh, went the wrong way.
Clean bedding.
Oh, we can move this over.
Now, what's this then? This is it. The mallet I saw Theo use last night. I've got you. Did you hit Charlotte May with this? Damn, the McKees are coming back.
Well then, what do you want me to say?
I don't know, just stall him. He's been in there for ages.
Why did
Now
you
we
leave
gotta
him
get
then?
out and
You
lock
really
the
want me
door
to go
before he
through that
gets in
right
here.
now?
Okay. Just don't say anything that he might...
He might what?
Well, you know how you are.
Do you really think I'm that stupid? Now shh. Let's just go inside.
I'm waiting for you.
Get out, and it's number 3, timed, so then you can get out and then get back into.
Hello, Mr. Conway.
Hello, Theodore.
Anne says Tony Morgan asked you to investigate his daughter's disappearance.
That's right, but I'm sure she's also told you that it's merely a formality.
I was just telling Mr. Conway he's wasting his time, because we don't know anything about it.
Aren't you retired, Mr. Conway?
Well, I'm not here officially, Mr. McKee, just as a friend of Tony Morgan's. But I do appreciate you making the time.
Well, like Anne said, we had nothing to do with Charlotte May, so I don't know how I could help. And I don't have long, I'm afraid. Mr. Levy isn't very happy with me stepping out of work.
I appreciate it all the same.
Well, shall we move into the living room?
Of course. Please, after you.
I'll be with you in a moment.
All the evidence that I've been rifling around your things.
Please. I'd like to know what you were doing at the time of the attack, if you wouldn't mind. Maybe start at 10 p.m.
10 p.m.? Well, I was at a gig that night, so I was playing down at the Sugar Ducks men's club. Harold, my boss, hasn't paid me for a few months, so I've had to start making money elsewhere. I remember I got home around 10:40, I think. I went straight into my music room. I had a song in my head I just had to get out. So nothing to do with Charlotte May.
Oh, poop. I never actually played that other disc. Oh darn. Vinyl.
Nothing to do with Charlotte May, you say?
Nothing at all.
I wonder why Tony Morgan would want me to come and talk to you.
I have no idea. I've never had a problem with the man.
Maybe he saw something that made him suspicious.
Like what?
Does his house look onto yours? I have a good view of your home from mine. Well, perhaps not a good view, but I can see into your kitchen and your pantry.
Are you spying on us, Mr. Conway?
Of course I am.
Very good, Mr. McKee. No, I'm just wondering what on earth Tony Morgan might have seen to make him so suspicious.
Did he say he'd seen something?
No.
Well, then, I suppose that's that.
Well, thank you for humoring me. I'm sorry, my mind does tend to wander.
It's fine, Mr. Conway.
Well. Yes. You were saying you'd entered your music room.
Anyway, I think I was in my music room all the way up until...
I'll be with you both in a second. Don't wait for me.
Okay, my love. I was in my room until Anne called me out. She heard a smash or something. Anne was visiting a friend that night, but I think she was back just before me. And I think she was in her bedroom. So, by all accounts, she's the one who heard it.
So what time did you see Annabelle that night? And what were you both doing?
Well, I didn't actually see her until we both went to the window later on.
You didn't speak to her when you came home?
I didn't know she was back. I was expecting her later on.
Oh, I see. And why was she back so early?
Well, I'm not sure. You'll have to ask Anne. Now that I think of it, with everything that happened, I don't think I asked. She must have been finished with her friend earlier than I thought.
Oh, perhaps we'll ask her about that in a moment. Please, if you could continue about the night.
So anyway, it couldn't have been Anne or me, you see, because we weren't here most of the night. And in any case, the sugar ducks are a good 20-minute walk away. People would have noticed if I was missing from my gig, wouldn't you think? I'm sorry, I'm confused. Is this all you want to know? What I was doing that night? Nothing else?
What else do you think I might want to know?
I'm not sure. This just isn't what I'd expected. I thought that it doesn't matter. You were saying.
Well, what is it that's confusing you? Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm fine. We've not been ourselves since Charlotte May was taken. I'm sure you can understand.
Well, I wouldn't be here now if all was right in the world.
Well, all is right here, Mr. Conway.
Good to know. Please continue.
Sorry about that. I was making sure that things were, where we left them.
I was just saying that Mr. Conway is wasting his time because we were both out of town for most of the night. Isn't that right, my love? You were at a friend's, weren't you? You already paid for a tram ticket. That's why you couldn't come to the gig.
Well, actually, Theo, I wanted to talk to you about that, but it can wait till later.
Talk to me about what? Tell him you're out of town.
Don't you have to get back to work?
Actually, I think I do have to go, Mr. Conway. I'm sorry I couldn't be more help. You'll excuse me.
Thank you for your time, Theodore. I wonder if what you're telling Theodore has an ounce of truth. You were at a friend's, were you?
Mr. Conway, I think you've more than outstayed your welcome. I don't know why I agreed to talk to you in the first place. You must think me awfully dense if you think I don't know what you were doing while I was gone. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Do you understand? This is a job for the police, not some old has-been playing detective.
Dense? No, not at all. In fact, I think you're smarter than you're letting on. Smart enough to have your husband kill a child and then cover it up in the dead of night.
Get out. Now.
I think that went as well as could have been expected.
No, you just accused her of killing a child, and there's no proof of it. Of course I'd be pissed. All right, that was the investigation part.
From talking to the McKees, it seems apparent that they were both in Dahlia View at the time Charlotte May was taken. Annabelle and Theo were clearly hiding something. I observed them getting rid of a rolled-up rug and saw Theo use a mallet for God only knows what. I can't currently prove it relates to Charlotte May, and a few questions still remain.
All right, so now we're going to do some of the evidence solving, which you have to do this perfectly without using a hint and without any mistakes for the 4 investigations. If you do mess up, which it's possible I will, you can restart, like exit out before you finish, exit out and then continue. It'll restart this section and it won't count towards your failing. Or just go back to scene select and select this section, and you can redo it as many times to get it right.
I'm positive that Charlotte May was in that pantry. But can I prove the mallet was used to hit something living?
We want to prove that the mallet was used to something living. So if you look at the bleach bottle, one of them has, like you can zoom in, has a thing, domestic use only, keep away children, wear protective gloves. Although lemon scented, this product is not for consumption. Okay, so that's not what we want. Let's look at the other bleach bottle. Contact with blood or other bodily fluids may result in salty deposits. That is what we want. So we can transfer it, and what it does is it transfers it to the other side. So now it's over there. And then if we look at the mallet, we can see right here that there are some deposits. So that's going to be our other clue. So transfer that. And you'll see 2 pins here. That means that we need to have 2 pieces of evidence that we need to link. So we'll link, click on the pin, then click on the picture, and then you pick on the green spot that you want. So we want it to be the salty deposits, and then it'll link it there. And then your other pin for this picture, and we want to link it to contact with blood, bodily fluids, salty deposit. So that's our proof that it was used to hit something living, either blood or bodily deposit or body fluid. Then you hit review theory.
Good, I was right. Now, on to the next.
If it's not right, it'll say, oh, I have to investigate further.
£45 is a large sum. In my experience, the kind of money made on the black market. Theo doesn't seem like someone driven by greed. So what possible motive could compel him to kidnap and sell a young girl?
What could motivate, kidnap, and sell a young girl? So we need 3 pieces of evidence. Let's see. What we want is this one right here. Mother needs medicine. So we're going to want that. Then we want this list of medicines. We're going to end up picking which medicine we need. And then we want the one that says he doesn't get paid. This one, Theo played at the gigs and certain ride home, not paid in months, had to make money elsewhere. Transfer that. This is not needed, this one's not needed, and this abduction report's not. So, got medicines, not making money, and the mom. Now, if you look at this note, I'm so happy you wrote this back. Mother needs medicine. That's what we're gonna select to. The doctor said she could die. Blah, 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 blah. It says it's a blood thinning medicine she needs. I think you can only get it in your country and it's very expensive. So on here, there's some codes. Chewable tablets, migraine relief, abscess or tonsil, blood thinning tablets. Doesn't tell you administered by, no, blood thinning. And blood thinning. So there's 3 blood thinnings. So you gotta pick which blood thinning. This one says not suitable for people over the age of 21, so that one could be eliminated because it's his mom. And this one says blood thinning oral spray product will be available in the UK, 16th of September 1955. And then the other blood thinning tablet is available from January 1954. We know that the year is 1954 based on something. Is it? No, not 1954. Yeah. other thing we want to look at is the price. So this code is $12.27. $12.27 is $42. This one is $12.29. $12.29 is $12. And this one we already eliminated. So if you weren't sure which one is which, you want to go with the expensive one, so $12.27. So when we pin it, we're going to pin it to $12.27. Go to pin $12.27. And then we will pin the fact that his mother needs the medicine. And then the last thing we're going to pin is that he hasn't been paid in months. Then review theory.
Oh, that's it. The mallet must have been used to hit something living. The crystallization proves it. Then they carried it down to the boot of a car. The only possible motive I can see is that Theo needed money to pay for his mother's medication. A life for a life. Could Theo really be that cold? I got the impression that Annabelle was in charge. It's not enough. I can't accuse them without something solid. I'll have to keep an eye on the McKees and continue my investigation.
Hi, Dad. Dad? I think we need a little chat about your neighbours. The McKees?
Damn, I can't let her see this after I made a promise.
Now, why is this door closed? Dad, are you back there?
Perhaps I should just come out with it.
Sneaky, sneaky.
I don't know.
You're feeling guilty, aren't you?
Hello? No, it's his daughter. I'm afraid not. He must be out. I don't. I'm sorry, but... Right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but... Good day to you too.
Don't know who that was.
Right.
I can't stop now. Not after what I've seen. I'll just have to make sure I find something that Catherine can use in her investigation.
You haven't
It's the only way
seen
she'll understand.
anything. Hey,
I've
we're going to stop there because that finishes up the McKees. Next time we play, so we've done the McKees observation, McKees apartment, and the McKees evidence review. Next one we'll do Harold Levy observation, garage, and evidence review. Well, thank you very much for sticking around. Hopefully this helps. And you'll see you next time. Bye.